Can one man really control the weather? Credited with causing over 500 rains, this is the real story of Charles Hatfield, the Rainmaker. In the early 1900s, Hatfield claimed he could make it rain, turning dry lands into lush fields. Was he a genius or just a clever trickster? Charles Hatfield was born in 1875 in Kansas, and his family later moved to Southern California. He loved chemistry and studying the weather. Hatfield started as a sewing machine salesman but soon became fascinated with making rain, inspired by how the steam from a boiling kettle would mix with the steam from a nearby pan on his mother's stove. He began studying pluviculture, the science of rainmaking. By 1902, he had developed a secret blend of 23 chemicals in large tanks, which he claimed could attract rain. Hatfield proudly called himself a moisture accelerator. In 1904, his promoter, Fred Binney, started advertising for Charles Hatfield. Some ranchers in Los Angeles saw his ads and promised to pay Hatfield $50 if he could make it rain. In February, Hatfield and his brother Paul built a tower at La Crescenta and released Hatfield's secret mix into the air. Then, something incredible happened. It actually rained. The ranchers happily paid him $100. Weather reports said the rain was part of a storm that was already coming, but Hatfield's supporters believed he made it happen. It was among his first successes. Farmers and city officials were impressed, and Hatfield started gaining a reputation. Hatfield began to receive more job offers. He promised Los Angeles 18 inches of rain, apparently succeeded, and collected a fee of $1,000. In 1906, Charles Hatfield was invited to the Yukon Territory to make rain for the mines in the Klondike goldfields. The contract was for $10,000, but this time he failed. He quietly left the scene, managing to get only $1,100 for expenses. Despite his first failure, his supporters remained hopeful. Hatfield's method was a mystery. He used a secret mix of chemicals he claimed could make rain. Though he never revealed his formula, some thought it included things like silver iodide. Despite doubts, Hatfield convinced many people of his rain-making powers, blending science with a bit of magic. In 1915, the city of San Diego, desperate for water, made a bold move. They hired Hatfield to fill their reservoir. The council voted 4-1 for a $10,000 fee, payable when the reservoir was filled. He promised rain, and he delivered. Soon, a massive storm hit, causing one of the worst floods in the city's history. Hatfield claimed success, but the city refused to pay him, blaming him for the devastating flood damage, which reportedly caused about 20 deaths. Legal battles ensued, adding to his mysterious legacy and also making him quite famous. The legal battle dragged on until 1938, when two courts ruled that the rain was an act of God. This decision cleared Hatfield of any wrongdoing, but also meant he did not receive his fee. Charles Hatfield and the San Diego flood inspired the instrumental musical piece The Rainmaker on the album Innovators, released in 1993 by Sam Carden and Kurt Bester. Hatfield's fame kept growing, and he received more contracts to make rain. In 1929, the Standard Steamship and Fruit Company of New Orleans hired him to stop a fire on a 10,000-acre banana plantation in Honduras. Later, the Bear Valley Mutual Water Company wanted him to fill Big Bear Lake. However, during the Great Depression, he had to return to working as a sewing machine salesman. In 1931, his wife Mabel divorced him, claiming he had hidden some of his earnings from her. Hatfield claimed at least 500 successes. According to later commentators and those who knew him, Hatfield's achievements were largely attributed to his understanding of weather patterns, meticulous study of rainfall data, and ability to time his efforts during periods already likely to see rain. John L. Bacon, a San Diego councilman who examined Hatfield's claimed successes, considered him nothing more than a very accurate weather predictor. Nowadays, weather modification has advanced with techniques like cloud seeding. Modern science uses proven methods to make rain, quite different from Hatfield's secretive ways. But the curiosity and innovation he inspired live on. Charles died in 1958 without revealing the secret formula of the powder. During his career, he caused more than 500 rains. While official science may label Charles a charlatan, scientists today still cannot explain how one man managed to influence natural phenomena over 100 years ago.